In 1986, Forest Ranger Elias was transferred to a remote firewatch station deep in the Bitterroot Mountains of Montana. The station had been abandoned since the 1950s. No cell towers, no power grid, just a generator, a dusty logbook, and a shortwave radio built into the wall. On his first day, Elias noticed something odd. Scratched into the wall in a faded, almost dried blood hue were the words, "Do not respond to the signal." He chuckled nervously, assuming it was a prank by the last ranger. Still, something about those words, it felt like a warning, not a joke. The first few days were quiet. Peaceful, even. He logged wildlife sightings, recorded weather patterns, and read old ranger journals that dated back decades. The forest around him was beautiful and still, but the silence was unnerving. No birdsong in the mornings. No rustling at night. The trees stood like tall statues, watching. On the sixth night, something strange happened. At exactly 3:33 a.m., a sharp burst of static jolted Elias awake. The shortwave radio had turned on by itself. A voice crackled through. "This is Signal 47, returning. Can anyone hear me?" The voice was raspy, like someone breathing through a dying lung. Elias sat up slowly, staring at the machine. He hesitated. Then he pressed the button and spoke. "Signal 47. Who is this?" No reply. Just static, and then, beneath the hiss, a whisper. "Don't forget me." He froze. The next day, Elias tore through every logbook, searching for a mention of Signal 47. Nothing. Then, tucked behind the firewood cabinet, he found a yellowed, torn page from 1953. A brief note. Connors. Patrol 47. Last heard transmitting from Station Blackridge. Never found. Radio kept broadcasting for 12 days. Static turned to whispers. Last log, I hear myself calling, but I can't shut up. Elias couldn't shake the unease. That night, again at exactly 3:33 a.m., the radio buzzed to life. "This is Signal 47. Returning. Can anyone hear me?" He ignored it. But the whisper came anyway. "Don't leave me in here." In the following days, the whispering escalated. Not just through the radio, but from the cabin itself. The floor creaked as if someone were walking while he slept. The cupboards opened. On the seventh night, he heard 3 slow knocks on the cabin door. When he opened it, nothing. Just black trees and mist. But one night, the knocking came from inside the walls. In a panic, Elias tore open the paneling near the fireplace. Behind it, he found a small, rotted compartment. Inside, a leather-bound journal soaked in old mold and something that looked like dried blood. It was Ranger Connor's journal. The entries started normal, daily logs, patrol routes, coyote sightings. But by the halfway mark, they turned erratic. "The radio speaks now. Not just to me. It speaks about me. Voices I don't recognize. But they know things. My past. My sins. I unplugged it. Smashed it. It still speaks. I hear myself. Over and over. Trapped in the loop. The signal loops souls. I died. But it doesn't matter. I'm still here." The final page was torn violently. But etched into the leather cover were the words, "Don't respond." That night, Elias sat in front of the radio. 3:32 a.m. Silence. 3:33, the voice returned. "This is Signal 47, returning." He didn't respond. But the voice changed. "Elias." He froze. The voice shouldn't know his name. "You left him. In the lake. Didn't you?" Elias stood. The air in the cabin grew cold. The windows fogged. Your brother screamed. You watched him sink. You ran. He screamed back, "Shut up," and smashed the radio. It sparked, then went dead. But it spoke again. From behind him. He spun around. Nothing there. The next morning, Elias tried to leave. He packed up and hiked down the only trail leading back to the main ranger road. After 2 hours, he reached the trailhead, and stepped into the exact same clearing. Back at the cabin. Confused, he tried a different direction. Hours of walking, still the same result. Trees circled in on themselves. Time folded. The sun never moved. It hovered, low and gray, like it was stuck. That night, the cabin door was wide open. Inside, the fire was lit. The radio, intact, sat on the table, humming gently. He never turned it on. But the voice began again, through the walls, the trees, even inside his dreams. You are already speaking, it said. You are already broadcasting. The signal has you now. Elias stopped sleeping. He started writing on the walls, on his arms, on the ceiling. Messages to himself. I am not the signal. Don't listen to me. Kill the radio. But the truth was already clear. The more he tried to resist, the deeper it pulled him in. He recorded himself one night, hoping to prove his sanity. In the morning, he played the tape. It was his voice. This is Signal 47, returning. Can anyone hear me? He screamed, smashing everything in the cabin. The radio laughed. Weeks passed. He never aged. He never hungered. Time froze. One day, the cabin was empty. Just a clean bed. A warm fire. The generator humming. Elias was gone. Only one message remained, etched into the wooden desk, carved deep and desperate, don't respond. 6 months later, a new ranger was assigned to the station. Sarah. She found the place oddly untouched, no dust, stock supplies, a perfectly coiled radio cable. She ignored the strange etchings on the wall. She ignored the journal tucked beneath the floorboards. At 3:33 a.m., the shortwave radio turned on by itself. This is Signal 47, returning, can anyone hear me? She paused. Sat up. Pressed the mic. Hello. Who is this? There was silence. Then a whisper. Thank you. I remember now.